Hey, it's Jamie from Handmade Kids Art, and today I'm bringing you day 4 in our Finding Dory STEAM Challenge. And so far this week, I've been giving you different STEAM challenges or activities, all inspired by the Disney movie Finding Dory. Now, just like any of the activities, you don't actually have to have seen the movie to do the activities. So I hope you've been following along. And with that, let's go ahead and dive right into today's activity, which is about creating patterns with seashells. So let's take a look at what we have. And I apologize as I move the camera. My goal is not to make anyone sick, but you know how that goes. Okay, give me just a minute here. I want to try to get the whole thing on the camera view. Let's see if we move this over. Okay, that might be pretty good. So if you close your eyes, you can go ahead and open now. And I'll stop shaking the camera. All right, there we go. So today's challenge, we are helping Dory find her way home. Now, if you have seen the movie, you may recall that Dory has always suffered from short-term memory loss, even when she was a little young fish. And her parents taught her to follow the seashell path to get back home. And so that was one way they helped her get back home. So what I've done here is actually set up a tray that is filled with sand that then your preschooler child can actually create their own paths. And the emphasis or the challenge part with this activity is creating a pattern. And obviously a pattern is something that repeats. And this is where you can modify it based on your child's ability. So if you're working with a younger child, maybe it's just an A-B pattern, A-B, A-B. If you're working with an older child, perhaps you go into a more complex pattern. So you really can gear it towards the ability of the child that you're working with. Now, how we started is first over here in the corner, and let's see if we can see. There we go. We set up some rocks and sticks, and that is going to be Dory's home. And I found online you can download and print a free Dory character, and there's Nemo too. And I have a link to the free printable in our challenge post. So I'll put the link in the comments below, and inside of that it'll have the free printable link. And it's actually from Finding Nemo. So the printable has more of the characters from Nemo, but it works here because we have Dory and we have Nemo. So what we've done is we've created Dory's home using rocks and sticks because Dory is a blue tang fish, and typically their home is in the coral reef, and they like to find little places to hide within the reef. So the rock and sticks kind of represents her home, her safe spot inside the coral reef, which actually we will talk a lot more about tomorrow. But back to our seashell. So then I have a tray on the side that I've laid out different materials for my child to create a pattern. It just so happens we didn't have as many different types of shells as I would have liked. So because of that, I did add in some glass beads and some smaller shaped rocks or pebbles. So you don't have to go out and buy anything, just use what you have. If you don't have any seashells, just use simply rocks worked well, or whatever you have a variety of. And so then we just played with creating different patterns, getting Dory all the way home. And then you can even implement creative play by moving Dory around, and can she follow the path home? So pretty simple, but it helps keep your child engaged and let your child lead the activity. We are giving them the challenge of creating a pattern, but if they want to end up making designs in the sand too, let your child have creativity and be able to explore. Now, I always love to reuse items, so when your child is done playing with this, you can take out all the objects. Oh, which another math connection is you can count how many objects you have in the sand, and you can add more in and subtract them out. So as you're taking them out, you can subtract. It's a good way to incorporate more math while they're playing. And if you just gently shake this side to side, we have one shell left in there. Let's take him out. Then it's a nice smooth surface. And you can actually take your stick or a paintbrush and you can begin to write, and it can become a writing tray as well. So you can write, you can draw, and then just teach your child to gently shake it back and forth, and it's a new blank canvas. So once you have the tray set up with sand, you can use it in multiple ways, which I always love when I can use stuff in more than one way. All right, I have talked, I think, super fast today, not sure why, but anyway, I am going to end it here. I will put the link to the challenge, so if you want to read more about it, just simply click on the link. And if you have any questions, go ahead, post them in the comments. And of course, as always, I would love to see if you have any pictures of your seashell paths. Go ahead and upload it to the comments. We'd love to see them. All right, this is Jamie from Handmade Kids Art. Thanks for watching.